Tribute store for Halloween Hornets is opening on...
But I do remember how funny it was with Spielberg and Zemeckis.
Then also there's some info about the Stranger Things house for Universal Studios Hollywood. Time for another Halloween Hornets 2023 update. We got some news about the Stranger Things house that's coming, what's happening within the house. Also, VillainCon Minion Blast just opened. It's like a soft open technical rehearsal. So I'm gonna give you guys my first thoughts if the attraction's good or not. There's also a bunch of other HHN updates. We're gonna talk about the express passes, if they are worth it or not. So let's head in. There's a big storm coming. Now the bathrooms right across from Universe are under refurb right now. Set enhancements in progress. They'll probably just, paint it and clean it up, make it look all nice. Now the first Halloween Hornets update is actually about HHN out in Las Vegas. As you know, Universal Studios announced they're having a year-round Halloween Hornets experience. Five Fires stopped by for a little construction update, and yeah, they haven't even broken ground yet. So I don't think it's opening next year. Maybe 2025. Now we're going back to Minion's Cafe. We have a couple more little things to try. I want to try this again because it's one of my favorite things on the menu. The Uncle Drew's belly filling pork sandwich, slow roasted porchetta, chimichurri sauce, a mustard aioli, apple butter, bacon jam, arugula on a Hawaiian pretzel bun with green banana chip. Oh, that cross section. Amazing as always. Love kind of that sweetness from the bacon jam. Wonderful fatty, tender, juicy pork. Kind of a crispy, salted pretzel bun. Thing's amazing. Uncle Drew's belly filling pork sandwich. 10 out of 10 as always.
It's a must.
We also got another thing off the kids menu. The Friedana Festival of Mac and Cheese. Mini shell tossed in a creamy white cheddar cheese sauce with Minion tots and a mini banana. Team members put the little Minions inside the tub of cheese. Nice romantic hot tub time with some mac and cheese. The white cheddar mac and cheese is the same mac and cheese you remember from the food trucks that they had outside over in New York. It's pretty much that same very creamy white cheddar mac and cheese. Try a little bit of Minion in there. It's like a little cheesy potato. Mac and cheese, always a good time. I like cutting the tot and getting mac and cheese with a piece of the tot in the same bite. It's a very simple, kind of bland mac and cheese for little kids. Little kids don't like a lot of flavor, so it's something simple. We're gonna do 7 out of 10. Now, before we head off into Villains Con, it's still test rehearsal. You're not allowed to film. You can't film in the queue and you cannot film on the ride. There's been a lot of theme park drama about what happened yesterday.
What the hell is he doing? Relax, he does that all the time.
We're gonna ride the attraction. I'll talk to you guys afterwards. My first impressions of the ride. We just got off. Let's go outside and talk about it. They got some new merch though. They got the Eliminator. It's pretty much kind of a smaller version of the blaster that you have in the attraction. It's gonna be $35 for the new little blaster. Sit down here and talk about it. Now, again, this is not my full review yet. I'm not gonna fully review it until everything is open and the app is running. This is, again, technical rehearsal. Like, I love Men in Black Alien Attack with a Burning Passion. It's my favorite little arcade shooter at theme park. That thing is a masterpiece. Men in Black. This is, it's something all right. The queue is cute. I really enjoy the queue. Fun little jokes in there. Then you grab the blaster. The blaster is, it kind of feels like if you've ever had one of those big super soakers, but full of water. Kind of like that amount of weight. So it is about like 5 pounds. It would be kind of uncomfortable for a little kid to hold. So then you get on the attraction, you like stand on this dot. The way you're standing, it kind of like moves in and out like a snake, the conveyor belt. So like it's moving halfway on your foot and I'm like feeling like I'm gonna trip. There's probably a lot of deep like little Easter eggs and how you get top scores within the app. So I'm excited to use the app and kind of unlock the different collectibles and a lot of re-rideability to it. If it's like a 20-minute wait, I would probably go do it. We're gonna review it again when it's all fully finished. Again, they're still tweaking stuff, but my blaster was not calibrated. It didn't work like half the time. Again, this is technical rehearsal. We're just gonna have to wait and see. They've added a ton of new lighting on top of all the buildings. And now in front of Mel's Die-In, I got more lighting up there. Over here on this post, again, more lighting. Now, we've been talking about the truss worker here. They've added a bunch of lights. These lights are gonna like move around. Third shift lighting team. You guys are working so hard putting up all this stuff. Lighting's gonna be on point. I'm so excited. We do have some updates for Howl-O-Scream SeaWorld. They announced a brand new scare zone. It's gonna be the Bloodlight District. Those who walk the streets of this borough will tempt your darkest desires. You can fight their beckoning, but you will not win. Do not be fooled by their beauty and lust. You will be forever bound by blood. Then they also announced a terrifying show is returning. The Monster Stomp Slasher Alley is coming back. Prepare yourself for a darkly entertaining, pulse-pounding musical performance starring the one and only Jack Jack the Ripper. That show was a lot of fun last year. Those performers went so hard. I'm excited for that show to come back. Nothing new about the trusses above the SpongeBob SquarePants store, but I'm guessing pizza fries will be returning right over there. Bathrooms are all walled off now. I'm guessing they're finally refurbing them and turning them into the DreamWorks bathrooms, but that's happening now. This is not here the last time I was here, but the walkway is weirdly like getting bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller. Yeah, this is all brand new concrete that we're walking right now. Now, one of you guys said that they've been kind of refurbing some of the animatronics from E.T. So I love E.T. It's my favorite right here. Let's go see.
Ah, E.T. That's right, E.T. So why don't you show these people how we're going to get you back to the green planet?
Wait, they got E.T.
Welcome home, you have arrived.
Alright, animatronics are looking good. Stuff that I hadn't seen work in years is working. You can tell they're investing a lot into the parks now to kind of maintain things. I do think it needs like a full new like paint job, but the animatronics are getting there. This looks like, you know, when your parents about to pick you up from preschool and all the kids are looking out at the window. Like, Mom, is that you? Take me home. Now, we just finished Men in Black Alien Attack. Universal's been working for the past couple months to kind of like refurb all the animatronics in there, and everything is working. Stuff that has not worked like a half decade, if not longer. When you shoot all the aliens now, they all move and do something. Now, not too much new truss work over here. They did finish the concrete work that we saw the other day. Fun little Easter egg over here. Amity Shipfitters is a little nod to the Jaws attraction that used to be here. This used to be Amity. Go on a little side excursion. We're gonna go off to SharkCon and Leah Thompson from Back to the Future, and from Jaws 3 is gonna be doing a Q&A, and we're gonna be watching Jaws 3D, the best Jaws. The movie's terrible. Let's go over to Tampa and experience that, then we'll come back, do some more HHN updates. Okay, we are now here in Tampa. It's time to go to SharkCon, but the real reason we're here, Jaws 3D. SharkCon has like closed, but the movie is still happening. They're doing a Q&A, and we're gonna watch the film.
Well, the first Jaws movie is a masterpiece. I mean, it's a masterpiece. I don't think this is a masterpiece. The first one was, and I was terrified. I mean, I would not go swimming when I saw that movie. And so it was cool to be part of something that was, you know, part of that.
Well, I find that Jaws 3, which was the early 3D,
Right, that's true.
it was a nightmare. Trying to be perfect for a lens that had not perfected 3D. So all you're thinking about is your position, not your performance. It was tough. It was a nightmare for me.
Because wasn't it like two cameras right next to each other or
Something
something
like that,
crazy
yeah.
big thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did the same for the SeaWorld thing I did with Chris Lloyd. It was 3D too, but it was like 10 years later.
Yeah, it was easier.
Now it's really easy.
It's a piece of cake now.
Baby shark, 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 shark.
What movie were you both excited to be in?
I'm excited to be in any movie. So grateful I've been able to work for 40 years in Hollywood. I've had a couple of great parts, one being in Back to the Future. Bob Zemeckis was such a great director because he packed as much story as he could into every single frame. I would, but it's not gonna happen in my lifetime because Bob Zemeckis and Bob Gale control the rights to it, and so that won't ever happen in my lifetime. But what could happen is they could make a movie of the musical.
Back when you were filming the movie, I guess, you know, and you put the makeup on and you were Michael J. Fox's mom, and it was funny. So now that you don't look anything like that at all, when you see that film, I mean, how do you do it?
What's your secret?
I don't know. But I do remember how funny it was with Spielberg and Zemeckis like laughing at me when I was in makeup to make myself look 47. They were like, oh, she looks so old. Oh my God. I was like, now you look back at 47 and more, it's young. But thank you. I just try to take care of myself. I don't drink or smoke. But he also had replaced one of my best friends, who was Eric Stoltz, who they had fired and replaced with Michael. So I had this weird feeling the whole time I was working with him. He has amazing comedy chops and brilliant physical comedy, which is a lost art now. I just had this beautiful experience where I was in Vancouver directing Resident Alien, and he invited me to go see a screening of his new documentary called Still. and it's beautiful, and it was nominated for 1 million Emmys. I was sitting there, and he grabbed the mic, and it was with his family and his friends. He's from Vancouver, and he said, "This is a funny irony. My mom just died. She can't be here with us, but my movie mom's here." It's a funny wink from God, which was so lovely. I mean, I just love him.
My favorite scene in Jaws 3D was with Dennis Quaid and all the kids. What's the kid's name that was in it?
John Putch?
John Putch. And you and Bess. When I first met you all, the edge of the oversized swimming pool. It was funny because I was exposed, my exposure. And I had to test a character that hadn't been tried yet. So I had to create something from scratch. And I got to practice it on these kids.
Do you have any props or costumes from movies?
Still in storage is that cane I wore under my arm during Officer Gentleman. A little swagger stick.
I have the pink prom dress from Back to the Future, and I can't fit in it anymore, but my kids can. I also took the big plastic boobs from Back to the Future too. But because latex has a disgusting shelf life, I had to throw them away. But I don't have very many other props. I wish I did. It wasn't really a thing.
So obviously you guys filmed at SeaWorld for the third movie. Do you guys have any fun memories of working at SeaWorld back in the day? Any cool experiences that you were able to have? Being able to go back to the house, work with the animals, that sort of thing.
I mean, one thing that's great about our profession is we get to go through all the doors that say authorized personnel only, even when we're not authorized. So that was fun to see all the background and to be at SeaWorld when it's closed. And like I said, I had a lot of fun working with the team, all those wonderful young athletes. That was really fun working with them. Just being able to touch the dolphins and all of that was really fun.
The thrill was the feeding of the dolphins. The feeding of the fish, jumping out of the water and putting fish in their mouth. That was a lot of fun.
Hey, Universal, woo!
Oh my God. It's time to watch Jaws 3D in 3D. I haven't worn glasses like this since like Spy Kids 3D as a little kid. Okay, my eyes hurt a little bit. Made the movie a lot worse. We didn't finish it. I really enjoyed the Q&A, but let's go on to our next little adventure. We're here at the San Francisco Scare Zone, so you know what that means? Lighting montage. Like over here by Fast and Furious. We got more lighting up over there. So we know the Starbucks is down for refurb, but these windows over by the Empire Hotel, they're all blacked out. You used to be able to see in there, and they had little like scenes you could look at and look like little hotel rooms, but it's all blacked out. So I wonder what they're gonna be putting in here. And now the rumor is that the tribute store will be returning over here, and that's the rumor. We'll have to wait and see. I'm hopeful it'll end up there. Universal release when the HHN 32 tribute store is opening. Tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights is opening on August 30th for annual pass holders and team members. So they said, wear the scare. Be among the first to access the tribute store and get your claws on exclusive Halloween Horror Nights pass holder merchandise Wednesday, August 30th, 2023 at 11 a.m. till park close. There's gonna be some fun UOAP ghoulish giveaways. Show your devotion to the horror with a free UOAP pass holder exclusive collectible. Pickup is available at Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida while supplies last. You'll be able to pick it up at Islands of Adventure, Toon Lagoon, AP Lounge, or 5 and Dime. I'm guessing it's just gonna be a new magnet for HHN. That's what I'm guessing. Now Universal also released some of the benefits for some of the annual pass holders. There's scary good parking. For premier passes, it's free prime parking for event night. Preferred pass is gonna have free parking also on event night. And then the Power Up Pass is gonna have 50% off regular parking on event night. And it says premier pass holders are also gonna have a free night, so you're gonna get one free night of admission for Halloween Horror Nights on select nights, valid on one of the following dates. Starts on September 6th, and then there's pretty much all of September. Then there's 2 days in October for the 4th and the 5th, and then November 1st and 2nd. I really enjoy all the lighting that they put here in a little Minions Land. We're gonna try the freeze-ray pops. I have yet to try these. They got blue banana, Drew's Nutella, Vector's orange creamsicle. Oh, they have different popsicles also. Mango, strawberry, coconut, blueberry lemonade, cotton candy, cheesecake, lemon mint, cookies and cream. And then here they are. All right, so the team member said it's not ice cream, but they're popsicles, but some have more cream in them than others. So this is gonna be the Gru one. It's gonna be a Nutella one. Popsicle does kind of dye your mouth a little bit. You know, as a kid, there's chocolate popsicles. It's pretty much just like that, but with a very rich Nutella flavor to it with kind of like a chocolate coating. I'm gonna do like 8 out of 10. Minion Land sign lights up during the nighttime. Universal Creative dropped a little video kind of talking about this and the whole little land.
Hey there, my name's John Crane. I'm the creative director here at Illuminations Minion Land. So today we're one step closer to the completion of Illuminations Minion Land with the installation of our new land marquee. Now the design process started with obviously some hand sketching. We actually built some 3D maquettes, and that's where we worked out facial organization of the sign. Then we started working with Illumination Entertainment to develop all the unique stories. We knew we wanted to tell this story of the minions erupting from below. And here our land marquee is an expression of that, and we have 22 minions welcoming guests to our park. Every minion on this marquee are doing something unique. They're all telling a story. For example, at the top you could see Tom and Carl arguing over the Illumination Avenue sign. We cannot wait for our guests to experience all that Illuminations Minion Land has to offer, beginning this summer at Universal Studios Florida.
A new puppet. This thing is great. Are you ready, set, go.
Make sure you do your summer reading. I don't know what he, I don't know.
$30 for this new little puppet plush. Let's go back to the family room. Let's talk about the Stranger Things house and also the Express Pass. Okay guys, we are back in the office. Let's talk about the Express Passes for Halloween Horror Nights, and also we're gonna talk again about the freaking Fear Passes. And also there's some info about the Stranger Things house for Universal Studios Hollywood. So let's first talk about the Express Passes. Last video I talked about the freaking Fear Passes, which they're pretty much just kind of an annual pass for Halloween Horror Nights. I know it can get kind of confusing because there's a lot of different ticket options and add-ons. Okay, so let's do a quick little recap about the frequent Fear Passes. If you don't know what a frequent Fear Pass is, it's pretty much just like an annual pass for a certain amount of time to experience Halloween Horror Nights 2023. Now, the first option is the Rush of Fear Pass. That's pretty much just good for September. It's $180. Then we go up to the Frequent Fear Pass, which is $230. Then we go up to the Frequent Fear Pass Plus, which is $270. Now, the Fear Pass Plus is the one that I personally get. It's pretty much just every single day except Saturdays. You get to experience Halloween Horror Nights. Now, the next one, if you are a diehard HHN fan, you gotta go with the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass. It's gonna run you $375. Now, once you've picked out your Frequent Fear Pass, now it's time to decide if you want Express or not. Now, if you do not know what Express is, it's pretty much just kind of like a lightning lane or fast pass to get through the lines quicker. The description for the Express for HHN is like, your wait is gonna be half of what the standby wait is. That's what they say. Most of the time, it's a lot quicker than half of the standby. If you would like to get the Rush of Fear Pass, which is normally $180, if you add on Express, it goes to $530. And if you would like to get the Frequent Fear Pass, which is normally $230, it goes up to $610. And then if you want to get the Frequent Fear Pass Plus, the one that I get, which is $270, add on Express, you're looking at $700. Then if you want to go with the Ultimate Frequent Fear Pass, which is normally $375, you're looking at $920 to add on Express. Now this is just not for one night. This is for every single night you go, you have Express. Now there is an option. You buy your Fear Pass and you want to get Express later in the season, you still can do that. You can pay the additional upcharge to add it onto your pass. Now, if you would just like to get a single day ticket or just kind of add that Express onto your pass, these are the prices. It's pretty wild. In September, the cheapest night is gonna run you $130. On the most expensive night, it goes up to $190. Now, the cheapest night in October is gonna be $120. Then it can go up to $220 for Express. Then in the month of November, the cheapest is $120 and the most expensive is $200. That's just for one night, just to add it onto your park ticket. So I highly suggest you're going multiple nights, add on Express to your Fear Pass. Really helps out with these lines because it is going to be busier than ever because of Stranger Things and The Last of Us. We're going to see wait times of 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours for these haunted houses. So the Express is really going to help you accomplish a lot during your day. I will be making a video kind of talking about like how to be the most efficient during Halloween Horror Nights when Halloween Horror Nights opens. Now, if you are just coming for one night, I suggest doing the RIP tour. It's about $100 more than the standard Express price. Now, the RIP tour does not include your park ticket for Halloween Horror Nights. You still have to buy that or have a Fear Pass. It's an additional $320, depending on the night. It can be more to add on to your standard ticket, but you can get so much done. When you do the RIP tour, you are guaranteed to experience 10 houses and pretty much everything. With the Express Pass, you're not. You might be able to hit 5 houses in a night. The Earl the Squirrel sign is struggling. Come on, Earl. Come back to life. My best advice is for a local, buy the freaking Fear Pass Plus. You don't really need Express. Just go to Stay and Scream if you have an annual pass. You can knock out 3 to 4 houses with Stay and Scream, then those longer wait houses you can experience throughout the season. Express is not worth it really for a local. Now, if you're only visiting for like 1 or 2 nights, I suggest getting the Express if you cannot afford the RIP tour. The Express will help you get through and experience everything. It's gonna be, again, so busy this year because of Stranger Things and The Last of Us. That's my full little rundown about the freaking Fear Passes and the Expresses. Feel free to message me if you have any more questions. But now it is time to talk about what John Murdy said about the Stranger Things house. Now, the first thing that John tweeted was, okay, boils and ghouls, here's some general info for today's announcement. The house in Hollywood is located in Stage 15. Don't be confused. The studio renumbered all the stages, even I'm confused, where the previous Stranger Things houses were located. That is going to be where the Stranger Things house is going to be located within inside Universal Studios Hollywood for HHN. And then John said, creatively, the house is a collaboration between myself and longtime art director Chris Williams, along with Matthew Flood and team at Universal Orlando. Same basic story, but they're unique scenes coast to coast, which I always think is cool. So there's gonna be different kind of scenes and experiences in each Stranger Things house depending on which coast you're going to. So you gotta kind of go experience both sides of HHN because they're both drastically different, but also very similar, if that makes sense. If you've been, you understand. So then John said, as the release states, you're following the storyline of Vecna's curse from season 4, countering the iconic scenes and characters from the series along the way. We're all thrilled to partner with Netflix to bring Stranger Things back to HHN, and we hope you are too. And wait till you see Vecna in the flesh. Gotta go back to researching / writing for the first house for HHN 2024. I know, crazy, right? See you in the fog. So then someone tweeted at John saying, is Eleven a role played by a scare actor this year, or is it just a static figure? And then John said, there's more of the cast featured as live performers now since they're older. Now that is a good sign. As you know, one of my least favorite things about the Stranger Things houses was all the characters were just kind of like these static mannequins, and it really wasn't scary. It just didn't look very good. So it's good to hear that they're gonna have a lot more actors as the characters and less static figures. And I cannot wait to see Vecna in full-on makeup and his costume, and that's gonna be great. I hope he's like hanging up connected to all of his little vine tentacle things. So guys, on that note, I hope you enjoyed our little Halloween Horror Nights 2023 update. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
Hello, the family.
Because I'm going to keep you up to date all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Baby shark, 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 shark.
We will never be able to escape minions. Go do soft opening for Minion Blast now.